You didn't click on this video by accident. No, this is divine timing. It's because you've been through it. They did you dirty and then had the audacity to play the victim. But listen closely, chosen ones. God saw everything. He witnessed the betrayal, the lies, the schemes they used to twist the story in their favor. They thought they could get away with it. But God had already warned them to leave you alone. And now the consequences are coming. This message is urgent because justice is coming. And while they may still be trying to play the victim, God already knows the truth. They set you up, spread lies, and did everything in their power to destroy your reputation. These weren't just petty rumors. They went out of their way to make you look like the villain. They dragged your name through the mud, trying to tarnish everything you worked for. They wanted people to look at you differently, to make you seem untrustworthy. They even went so far as to try to put legal charges on your back, hoping to mark you with a permanent stain of shame and guilt. But it didn't end there. They didn't stop at attacking your reputation. They targeted every aspect of your life. They tried to poison your relationships with others, whispering lies into the ears of people you trusted. Their plan was to isolate you, to make you feel completely alone and cornered. They wanted you to doubt yourself, to question everything you believed in. They knew that by dragging your name through the mud, they could make others question your integrity, and that's exactly what they did. Spreading rumors that cut deep, targeting your very core. But chosen ones, remember this. No matter how deep their deception goes, the truth always finds its way to the surface. In their attempts to ruin you, they revealed more about themselves. The very lies they told about you are a reflection of their own character. They thought their schemes were foolproof. But what they didn't realize is that every seed of deceit they planted only grew into their own downfall. They underestimated your strength, and more importantly, they underestimated God's protection over your life. After all their dirty deeds, they flipped the script. Suddenly the same people who wronged you became the ones crying foul. They played the victim, making it seem like you were the one causing the problems. They twisted the narrative so expertly that some people may have even believed them. It's like watching someone set a fire and then acting like they're the ones who got burned. But chosen ones, here's the truth. God saw their deception. Even when they convinced others that they were innocent, God knew their hearts. They were masters of manipulation. Every move they made was calculated, not just to harm you, but to position themselves as the victim. They painted a picture of themselves as the ones wronged, casting themselves in a sympathetic light. In their version of events, they were the ones suffering, the ones being unfairly targeted. And for a while, it may have worked. People believed them, and you were left standing in the ruins of the reputation they tried to destroy. But God doesn't just see actions, He sees intentions. While they played the victim to the world, God knew exactly who was responsible for the pain and chaos. He saw through the facade, and He's not fooled by their games. It may have seemed like they were getting away with it, but rest assured, the scales of justice are tipping back in your favor. Their mask is slipping, and soon enough everyone will see them for who they truly are. While others believed their lies and deception, God knew the truth. He saw through the charade and witnessed every act of betrayal. You may have felt isolated and abandoned during this time, as people turned against you. But God never left your side. He was there watching, documenting every injustice done to you, and while they thought they could get away with it, God's eyes were always on them. Every tear you shed, every silent prayer, He heard it all. And here's the thing, God doesn't just watch passively. He's a God of justice, and when He sees His chosen ones being attacked, He moves. It may have felt like you were standing alone in the storm, but God was already setting things in motion behind the scenes. What you thought was a season of silence was really a time of preparation. God was preparing to expose every lie, to flip every false narrative, and to bring you out stronger than before. In those quiet moments, when you wondered if anyone was on your side, God was working. He was placing people in your life who would see through the lies, who would stand by your side when the truth came to light. Your enemies thought they were clever, but they forgot that nothing escapes God's view. He saw everything, and now it's only a matter of time before his divine justice is revealed. Their attacks weren't random, they were calculated, fueled by pure spite and jealousy. They saw your light, your potential, and it scared them. They couldn't handle the greatness that you carried within you. Instead of working on themselves, they focused their energy on trying to dim your light. Jealousy is a powerful force, and when they realized they couldn't compete with your spirit, they tried to bring you down. It wasn't about what you did wrong. It was about their own insecurities. The truth is, they envied everything you represented, your strength, your resilience, your unwavering faith. You didn't have to pretend to be someone you weren't, and that threatened them. They couldn't stand to see you succeed, to see you rise above the limitations they tried to place on you. Every time you excelled, it reminded them of their own shortcomings, and instead of confronting their own flaws, they chose to attack you. Their jealousy was a reflection of their own inner turmoil. They hated you because your spirit made them uncomfortable. Your light exposed their darkness, and they couldn't handle that. They couldn't figure out why. Despite all their efforts to bring you down, you continued to rise. Their jealousy blinded them to the reality that your greatness was God-given, something they could never take away from you. They thought they could snuff out your flame, but in trying to do so, they only made it burn brighter. In their twisted minds, they believed they were untouchable. They thought that they could do whatever they wanted, that no one would ever catch on to their schemes. They acted behind closed doors, confident that no one would see their true nature. They even thought that God himself wouldn't notice their evil deeds. But let me tell you something, God doesn't miss a thing. Especially when it comes to his chosen ones, there is no hiding. They thought they were above reproach, but their arrogance was their downfall. They reveled in their false sense of power, thinking they could manipulate situations and people to their advantage without consequence. They looked down on you, believing that they could outsmart both you and God. Their arrogance was blinding, making them think they were immune to accountability. But chosen ones never forget, God humbles the proud. They may have felt invincible for a time, but now reality is closing in on them. That false sense of superiority has shattered. The very people who once walked with their heads held high in arrogance are now struggling to keep up appearances. They thought they could hide behind their lies forever, but God has a way of pulling back the curtain. The time has come for them to face the truth, and they are beginning to realize that no amount of pride can shield them from the consequences of their actions. Now that the masks have fallen, it's time for you to rise. The Obsidian Inner Circle, powered by Astral Atom, is the space where the real chosen ones come together to rise above the illusions. While they struggle to keep up appearances, we're stepping into a realm of truth and unshakable power. No more pretending, no more false superiority. This is where authenticity reigns. In the Inner Circle, you won't just watch as the truth unfolds. You'll be equipped to create your own destiny, free from the lies that once held you back. They may be falling apart, but you're rising stronger than ever. In the Inner Circle, we're not just talking about change, we're living it, with exclusive insights, uncensored content, and powerful manifestation techniques you won't find anywhere else. This isn't for those still clinging to pride and pretense. It's for the chosen ones who see beyond the surface and are ready to step into their divine calling. Join us, and together, we'll ascend higher than they ever imagined possible. The link is in the description. If you're ready to embrace your truth and leave the illusions behind, step into the Inner Circle today. We're waiting for you. Messing with you, God's chosen one, was their biggest mistake. They're starting to feel the weight of their actions. Their plans are crumbling, and they're realizing that what they did to you is coming back on them. What they thought they could get away with is now turning into their worst nightmare. The tables have turned, and they're beginning to see the consequences of their actions unfold right before their eyes. Their rude awakening has arrived, and it's coming in waves. The very schemes they crafted are unraveling, and their web of deceit is collapsing. People are beginning to see through their lies, and the support they once had is fading away. What they once counted on, manipulation, deception, and arrogance, is now their downfall. They're losing the grip they thought they had, and the world around them is no longer fooled. Their lives are now marked by the very chaos they tried to impose on you. What they intended for your destruction has now become the source of their own suffering. Their rude awakening is not just about the consequences they are facing, it's about the realization that they messed with someone who is divinely protected. They've awakened to the fact that they can't fight against God's chosen and come out unscathed. These people may have thought they escaped the consequences, but now their minds are in turmoil. They can't sleep at night, constantly replaying their actions in their heads. What they did to you haunts them. They're battling mental torment, facing their own inner demons. Their guilt is eating away at them, and no matter how much they try to distract themselves, they can't shake the heaviness that lingers. They thought they were free, but their conscience is now their prison. The mental anguish they experience is a direct result of their betrayal. Every lie they told, every time they twisted the truth, it's all coming back to them in ways they never expected. They might have hidden their actions from others, but they can't hide from themselves. Their conscience is relentless, reminding them of the pain they caused. The more they try to suppress it, the louder it becomes. They're trapped in their own minds, unable to escape the consequences of their choices. They thought they could move on with their lives as if nothing happened, but their actions are haunting them. Their guilt has turned into a constant companion, and it follows them wherever they go. They may try to put on a brave face in public, but behind closed doors they are crumbling. Every sleepless night, every moment of regret, is a reminder that they can't outrun the spiritual and emotional weight of what they've done to a chosen one. Their actions have left them spiritually stuck. They thought they could harm you and still move forward with their lives, but it doesn't work that way. God won't allow them to prosper spiritually because of their wickedness. They are stuck in a cycle of stagnation. Every time they tried to tear you down, they were building their own spiritual prison. Now, while you are growing and thriving, they are left behind, unable to progress. This stagnation extends beyond the spiritual realm. It seeps into every area of their lives. Their relationships are faltering, their ambitions are stalled, and their once clear path has become clouded. They are frustrated, wondering why nothing seems to be working out for them. But the answer is simple. You can't plant seeds of destruction and expect to reap blessings. Their spiritual and personal lives are paralyzed, stuck in a standstill as a direct consequence of their evil actions. What they don't realize is that their stagnation is a form of divine justice. God has blocked every avenue of progress for them until they confront what they've done. While you are ascending, they are stuck, watching your rise while they remain in the same place. They thought they were building their own success, but in reality, they were constructing their own walls, trapping themselves in a prison of spiritual and emotional stagnation. What they thought they could escape is now coming back tenfold. Every lie, every betrayal is coming full circle. They are dealing with the consequences of their actions in the form of illness, financial ruin, and deep regret. Karma doesn't miss a beat. When they went after God's chosen, they set themselves up for disaster. Now they're living in the mess they created, and there's no way out until they face the full extent of their karma. The karmic retribution they're facing is not just a fleeting punishment, it's a full-scale unraveling of everything they once held dear. Their finances are collapsing, opportunities are slipping through their fingers, and their relationships are deteriorating. Every time they try to harm you, they unknowingly planted seeds of their own destruction. What they sowed in malice, they are now reaping in suffering. And here's the thing about karma. It doesn't come in the ways they expect. It shows up in the areas where they thought they were safe, hitting them where it hurts most. They thought they could control their destiny, but now they're realizing that every action has a consequence. The karmic wheel is turning, and it won't stop until they face the full weight of their choices. They wanted to break you, but in the end, they've broken themselves. As a chosen one, you are protected by divine power. They thought they could break you, but they didn't realize that by coming against you, they were coming against God himself. God placed his hand of protection over your life, and no matter how hard they tried, they could never truly harm you. Yes, they caused some pain, but they couldn't destroy you. God's protection shielded you from their worst intentions. From the very beginning, God had his angels surrounding you, guarding you from their attacks. What they intended for evil, God used for good. Even in the moments when you felt weak, God was strengthening you behind the scenes. Every attempt they made to tear you down only fortified the walls of protection around you. They didn't realize that by attacking you, they were fighting a losing battle from the start. God's protection doesn't just cover you physically, it shields your spirit, your mind, and your purpose. They tried to break your spirit, but you emerged stronger. They tried to shake your faith, but your faith only grew deeper. Every blow they delivered was absorbed by the divine armor God placed around you. You are untouchable, not because of your own strength, but because of the strength of the one who fights for you. God's justice may seem slow to us, but it is sure. Those who tried to harm you are already feeling the weight of their actions. They can't escape it. While they may have played the victim for a while, the truth always comes to light. God's judgment is final, and they will not be able to run from it. What they did in darkness will be brought into the light, and they will have to face the consequences of their actions. They might have thought they could manipulate their way out of accountability, but God's judgment doesn't work like that. He doesn't forget, and he doesn't overlook the wrongs done to his chosen ones. Every scheme, every lie, every act of betrayal is being weighed, and God's justice is already in motion. While they may have been able to deceive others, they can't deceive God. His judgment is both swift and eternal. The beauty of God's justice is that it's fair. They will receive exactly what they deserve, no more, no less. There's no escaping it, no negotiating with it. God's judgment is inevitable, and they are already starting to feel its effects. What they thought they could avoid is now catching up to them. And while they might try to continue their charade, the truth will always come out in the end. God's justice cannot be outrun. While they are suffering the consequences of their own actions, you are in a place of peace. God cut them out of your life for a reason. He saw the evil in their hearts and removed them from your path. Now, while they are stuck in their mess, you are rising. You have been elevated, and your heart, which remained pure throughout, has led you to a place of divine favor. God has granted you peace, and you no longer have to worry about those who tried to harm you. Your peace is a testament to God's faithfulness. Even in the midst of the storm, he gave you a calm that surpasses all understanding. While they are tormented by their own actions, you are resting in the knowledge that God has everything under control. You no longer have to carry the burden of their betrayal. God has taken that weight from you, and now you are free to focus on your purpose, your growth, and your future. God's peace isn't just about the absence of conflict. It's about the presence of his divine favor in your life. You are rising, chosen one, because you stayed faithful, because you didn't allow their actions to corrupt your heart. God is elevating you to new heights, granting you favor and blessings that they can't touch. Your peace is a reflection of your victory, a victory that was written before they even began their attacks. You are shining brighter than ever before. While they are stuck in the consequences of their actions, you are thriving. They thought they could break you, but all they did was make you stronger. You are more aligned spiritually, more powerful, and more focused than you've ever been. The attacks they sent your way only elevated you to new heights. Your glow, your strength is undeniable now. Your growth is a direct result of the challenges you faced. What they meant to break you, God used to build you. Every struggle, every betrayal has shaped you into the person you are today. Stronger, wiser,